Hello again. This video is going to start off talking about some of my fears, and I'm also going to touch on some dichotomies which I have learned about myself, and that is all I can think of right now. So starting with the fears, I am scared to go on walks by myself. Not all the time, but a lot of the time I'm scared of being left in those lonely hour moments when I'm on my own, and particularly walking. Actually, I tend to feel this sense of I'm not being held. I feel so out of place in the world, and I don't like the contrast between leaving my home and going off on some sort of adventure thing, exposed to the elements and my own mind in a different state, and then coming back home and even thinking about it stresses me out. It's not that I haven't been on walks by myself recently, and it's not that I couldn't theoretically do it again even tomorrow. It's just that I feel safer at home, and I feel like my mind goes negative. Like, obviously my mind goes negative at home too, but it does this weird thing when I'm walking by myself, or it goes like the spectrum is a lot bigger. Like, if I have a lot of energy, then I can just find myself like dancing around and just feeling like such a free spirit and just like euphoric. But if I feel low, then the thoughts just spiral and spiral, and I don't like how then when I get home I feel so lonely that like I just do like go to the kitchen and eat, and I find it really hard to get back into like a realm that I'm comfortable in. I think that's it, like the comfortable and uncomfortable realms, and managing them. And there's a lot of terms, aren't there? Like someone would say agoraphobia, or something like that, hermititis. But the fact that I'm posting these online, I do want to connect to people, and if I knew where I was going from A to B, like if say someone watched this video and they replied to me and said, hey, I know how you feel about going outside, had similar thoughts, like ironically, do you want to meet up and go for a walk and talk about it? I would go and meet them and talk about it. But sometimes just venturing off into the unknown of my back garden, like in Hampstead, just scares me. And that's what, like professionals and everyone will recommend, like go outside, get some exercise, go on a walk. But no, it does scare me right now. And the other things that scare me are like social interactions, being in big groups with people. I don't think this is new. It's just coming back up. Like I've been through waves with this stuff, but it always makes me feel uncomfortable. It's never particularly pleasant. But again, like when I was traveling, when I was in my world, like when I felt like it was my world, it was fine. It doesn't feel like my world anymore. It feels like I know that I'm a part of it, and not. I know that I'm still a part of it, but I don't feel comfortable here, like in the same way. I don't feel comfortable in London in the same way as I did when I was away. And yeah, it does really affect me. So all social interactions kind of having to be stuck in a state that I don't want to be in, I find quite hard. And then the dichotomies, yeah, so this yo-yo thing, the fact that on the one hand I don't care about my appearance, as in like I don't care enough to like do face masks and fix my hair every day and put on makeup, exercise. In a way I don't care, but in another way, like I'm so like obsessed with myself. Like I love looking at myself, but particularly in certain lights and from certain angles. Like I prefer looking at myself, I don't know, from a certain view than like